truth and mercy for what him and her see. It's Rhyme and Reason 933.
Here's your rhyme and reason. Oh, yeah.
Hey there, Tony here, and yeah, we're going to talk about some truth and mercy right now, so get ready. Get ready to take some mental notes and put away those silly tablets and other writing accoutrements, because I don't want your brain distracted by an urgent need to jot down some notes. Okay? Are we clear on that? Good. And I want you to understand that the value of truth and mercy is just too important to miss. So before I go any further, I know your brain is already distracted by the grammar in that opening, truth and mercy for what him and her see, right? Come on, admit it. Your first thought was to call the grammar police and report some noun-verb abuse, right? But hopefully you remembered I'm Mr. Tony, the Rhyme and Reason guy. And you thought, hey, wait a minute. I bet Tony's using his poetic license to make his headline rhyme. You thought that, didn't you? Okay, good. I'll give you some points for that. And I'm so glad none of this caused a ruckus that we can't overcome. So on to the main point, or points, whichever it happens to be. Have you ever been called a loser? I hope not. But if you have, I'm sure you remember how much it hurt, right? People who call you a loser or some other name have already lost something. I bet you didn't know that, did you? Yep, people like that have lost two things you should never lose. You want to know what they are? You do, don't you? Well, there are a lot of things in this life you could lose and it wouldn't really make much difference. Your pencil, your paper, your bubble gum. But those are just thingy things, you know? You can almost always get more thingy things, but there are other things much more important. And here are the two things you should never lose: truth and mercy. You already guessed it, right? Because you were thinking about what I said at the beginning. Yeah, truth and mercy. So you can give yourself a big old pat on your back and you can go tell someone I said to give you one, okay? And you know what mercy is, right? It's kind of like telling someone you're not going to be mad at them for breaking your toy. In fact, instead of getting mad at them, you tell them they can play with another one of your toys. You should try that sometime. You might be surprised to see what a big smile you could put on your friend's face. Yeah, mercy is a pretty special thing. You should have a lot of it in you. And I bet you know what truth is too, right? It's what you say that can stand any test. And it's the same for everybody. Let's say I tell you the sun is bigger and hotter than the moon. Am I telling you the truth? Sure am. And isn't it true for everybody who lives here on Earth? Sure is. Everybody can see the sun is bigger, and they can feel how much hotter it is. So if I tell someone those things, I'm telling them the truth. Pretty simple. It's good to know some things are true for everybody. Right? Simple. Because it makes it easier to understand the world. Now there's something that ties mercy and truth together. You know what that is? Okay, I didn't hear anybody. It's love. When you love somebody, it's much easier to show mercy and say, you can play with this toy, even though you broke that one. And when you love, you want to know truth, because you might be curious where love comes from. Don't you think so? Here's the biggest reason why it's important to know these two things you should never lose. Because when you have those things in your heart, you win a place in God's heart. And winning a place in God's heart is the best thing you could ever win, because that lasts forever. So I encourage you to go share some truth and mercy today. In fact, I'm counting on you. And here's a rhyme to help you remember. Mercy and truth are lighted lamps to help you find your way. So with God's help, go share your love for others every day with truth and mercy. And you know what else you should do? You should get yourself some music and a book for free. No costola. Just jump on the Rhyme and Reason bandwagon at TonyFunderburk.com and join a growing band of believers who enjoy, my books and daily rhymes and songs and videos about the power of God's love.
fulfilled forevermore. Oh, numbers are crunching and seconds are ticking on. You hope to fade until you wonder where they've gone. But you wouldn't worry that your life could be deterred. No, no, you have the power of the word. Well, the power of the word takes an ordinary bird and it gives it songs to sing and wings to soar. Whoa, 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 the power of the word. Even when your vision's blurred, all your dreams will be fulfilled forevermore. And if you're asking what's in it for me, well, give up your soul and I think you will see